Welcome back. Um I'm here again. Now here in Kolkata, it's Oshtami of Durga Puja. So wish you a very happy Puja. Uh, uh, I'm wishing actually to all the people who are actually watching this video, and maybe you are from uh, the part of you're from this part of India, or maybe you're from some other states, but I really wish you a happy puja. Now, let's first things first. Just a few weeks back, I uploaded my last video, which was on a few interview tips, and there I actually provided three interview questions. You can check that out. And now today, I've decided to discuss two more questions. Okay, and let's just see what happens. And I'm excited because I think for the first time I am uploading, or maybe I'm gonna upload this video. A very, I mean, with the gap between the last video and this video will be very short. I mean, relatively short. If you, and by my standards, the rate at which I work, it's very fast. Now, without much ado, today's first question. See, it is this is an issue actually with most of the people out there. Some of you are gearing up for getting a job, the first job of your life, and you must be wondering if you get a question like I mean, you are inexperienced, and why should I hire you? Then what should be my answer? I get this question a lot. I mean, I get asked uh, like everywhere, at my college, at my academy. People ask me this question, to which I have just a particular answer, that everybody has to start from the scratch. Okay, so that means the person who's conducting the interview, the person who's the boss over there, the person who's the owner of the company, everybody started from the scratch. Everybody was a big zero, um, maybe 15, 20, 5 years back. So it is not an issue. uh, Starting off is a very important thing. If you don't uh, take a risk, your life can become actually risk. I think so. Your answer should be like, sir, everybody starts from the scratch. Everybody has to start from the zero, from the zero, and with time, I'm sure I'll grow up. With time, I'll develop on myself. With time, I'll probably upgrade myself so that I can help your company. Now, here is a question. If I was the if I was conducting the interview, I would probably ask you that, okay, fine, we'll take you as someone who's inexperienced, but why should I hire you? Why should I hire you? Because the other people who are sitting outside this room, who are waiting to be interviewed, even most of them, they are, even in their case, most of them are inexperienced as well, like you, just like you. So why should I hire you instead of them? To that, my answer would be, it actually depends. It depends on your career graph. It depends on how you have fared in the last 5 4 5 years. See, this is very important. I actually discussed this with my students at my college, that while you are a student, try to go for internships. And by internships, I mean any kind of internship. Okay, if you work as an intern, in a way you're working with the company. You're not getting the salary, maybe you're just getting the stipend, you're just getting the TA. Doesn't matter, you have some kind of experience, so that really matters. So go for those internships, go for some certificate courses. This will definitely help, so that if someone asks you after 5 years that you're inexperienced, you don't have the experience, desired experience, then you can actually claim that, sir, though I don't have the experience, I worked at a particular company for 3 4 5 months, or maybe 1 month at least. So I have that experience, which will come handy if you ask me to join your company for the beginning. Okay, so that was my first question, and I just discussed the answer. Now, there is another way of dealing with the question. If you are you have been out of work for some time, or maybe I have one student, one particular student. Again, I won't take her name. She's 45 and she's a housewife, and she asked me a question that, Orko, if I get the question, why should I hire you, or something like that, how would I answer? To that, I actually thought, to a certain extent. I actually had to give it a thought, and the conclusion I came to was, see, since you are a housewife, you can actually convince your recruiters by saying, "Sir, I was out of work. I have been a housewife for the past few years, but since uh, my my hunger is still there, I can still prove myself, and I've been taking care of my family, my children, my husband, my other family members for the past few years. I was busy in that. I was doing something really substantial, and I can actually take care of your company as well, because I'm really I've actually proved my mettle with my family members, and I'm sure that I can take care of your company as well." Now, the third point, which I think people ask me is, suppose you're young, you're a lady, you're young, but you have just got married. Okay, so someone will probably ask you, since now you're married, probably you won't be able to devote that much of time to the company. So, what do you think about that? To that, my answer would be, as a candidate, if I was the candidate, I would the candidate, I would have answered like this. Sir, initially, just a few days back, I was alone. I had to take care of myself only. But now, since I'm married, I think I need to render a helping hand to my family members as well. So that's why I think my responsibilities have grown in stature, and I think that's why I need to take care of your company, so that your company takes care of me, and this will actually grow, and will go along nicely. So these are the different approaches which you can take. These are my opinions. I'm not picking up any lines or any sentences or any clues from some other videos. You can follow each one of them, and then come back to my video and try to compare the answer, or the quality of the answer. Now, the second and the last question for today, I'm going to keep this video very short again, because last time we actually shot for like 15 minutes. This is actually, that was so not me. Okay, I try to keep my videos very short. Now, the second and last question for today is, why this company? I mean, why should you join this company? Why are you choosing this company? Why are you choosing our company instead of XYZ company? Like, there are hundreds of companies like ours. Why are you choosing my company or our company? See, to this, I actually have a particular answer, which I try to explain to my students. Is most of my students, since they are engineers, they actually, for them, the dream companies are like Cognizant, TCS, and all those stuffs. So they always are like, "Sir, how do we answer to this question? Do you have an answer to this question?" Well, I think we have that answer to the question. Like, "Sir," your answer should be like this: "Sir, I've gone through your website. uh, Remember I told you about research, doing some research about that company. So this actually comes into play. So I have gone through your website, and the requirements your company has, I think it actually matches with the skills as I have. Like, I have those qualities which your company needs. So while I was going through your website, I was really able to find similarities between your company and myself as a person. So that actually attracted me a lot towards your company. So we have a lot of things in common. So I think I can help you out on that. And to this, you can add that sir, there are hundreds of companies out there, but I think I would love to work with the company with which I will grow. Like that company will grow, I will have some contributions to that, and with that, I'll grow as well. So I think this company suits me the best because here I think I'll get the maximum opportunity to grow. So that should be your answer, all right? Uh, I think that's all for today. Let's just hope that we'll meet soon. Good night.